Hello everyone, welcome back to India Trade Talk. Today we are going to break down the key highlights from the Indian stock markets trading session on May 29th of 2024. Let's dive right in. Starting with the overall performance of the major indices. The Nifty 50 closed at 22,704 points, down by 183 points or 0.8%, and made a bearish candle after opening with a gap down of more than 0.5%. This is the fourth consecutive day Nifty has closed in the red. The Sensex ended at 74,502 points, down by 667 points or 0.88%. The Bank Nifty was also down by 640 points or 1.3%, closing at 48,501. It also made a bearish candle after opening with a gap down. Now let's look at the top gainers and losers in the Nifty 100 index. First, we have Samvardhana Motherson International Limited or Motherson, which rose by 4.01%, closing at 147.7 rupee, which is its new 52-week high. Next is Hindalco Industries Limited, which gained 3.52%, closing at 705 rupee. The Aditya Birla Group firm is set to list its US subsidiary Novelis on the New York Stock Exchange or NYSE, offering 45 million shares at $18 to $21 apiece. Finally, we have Torrent Pharmaceutical Limited, which extended its gains on the third consecutive day. It increased by 1.78%, closing at 2,714 rupee. Among the top losers, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company Limited fell by 4.52%, closing at 556 rupee. Next is Interglobe Aviation Limited or Indigo, which fell on the fourth consecutive day, dropping more than 4%, ending at 4027 rupee. Last is Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation Limited or IRCTC, which decreased by 3.71%, closing at 1042 rupee. It opened with a big gap down following its annual result announcement yesterday. Now let's look at the sectoral performance. Here are the highlights. Nifty Metal was the top performer, up by 0.26%, closing at 9,841 points. Nifty Pharma also saw gains, up by 0.54%, closing at 19,321. On the downside, Nifty Financial Services fell by 1.64%, closing at 21,620 points. Nifty Realty was also down by 0.89%, closing at 1,000. Here are some of the top news and events from today's trading session. Of the 2118 stocks traded today, 892 ended in green and 1176 ended in red. Amara Raja Energy and Mobility's net profit grew 61.3% year-on-year to 229.8 crore rupee in Q4 of financial year 24. Revenue increased by 19.7% year-on-year to 2,941 crore rupee. S&P Global Ratings revised its outlook for the Indian economy to positive from stable and affirmed its BBB- rating, citing strong growth and improved government expenditure despite a high fiscal deficit. 197 Communications or Paytm hits the upper circuit following reports that CEO Vijay Shankar Sharma was in talk with Gautam Adani to sell his stake in the company. However, Paytm clarified that the news is speculative and it is not engaged in any such discussions. Prestige Estates Projects falls as its net profit declines by 70.1% year-on-year to 140 crore rupee in Q4 of financial year 24 due to higher inventory and land costs. Revenue falls by 17.8% year-on-year to 2,164 crore rupee during the quarter. IRCTC falls sharply as its net profit misses forecaster estimates by 3.5%, despite growing 1.9% year-on-year to 285 crore rupee in Q4 of financial year 24, helped by a decrease in tourism expenses. On the global front, European markets were mostly down. Asia Pacific markets ended sharply lower, with Kospi and Hang Seng tumbling 1.7%. Further, ASX 200 dropped 1.3% and Nikkei fell 0.8%. European stock markets opened lower, with FTSE 100 down 0.22%, DAX down 0.4%, CAC 40 down 0.5% and Stock 600 down 0.4%. On the Wall Street, futures tied to Dow Jones, S&P 500 and Nasdaq were down 0.3% each in the pre-market session. The benchmark 10-year US Treasury yield rose to 4.576%, the highest since May 3, and was last up 2 basis points at 4.566%. Yields move inversely to prices. Germany's 10-year bond yield rose to 2.637%, the highest in a month, and was last at 2.609%. Meanwhile, equivalent Japanese yields hit the highest since December 2011 at 1.081% on expectations that the Bank of Japan could soon raise interest rates again. In the coming days, keep an eye on these upcoming events. The seventh and final phase of voting for the general elections in India will be on June 1st, with results to be declared on June 4th. Eurozone's first reading of May CPI and the US core PC index will be released on Friday, May 31st. To summarize, today's market saw a mixed performance with most indices closing in the red. The metal and pharma sectors were the bright spots, while the financial services and realty sectors faced significant pressure. Key stocks like Motherson and Hindalco Industries showed strong performances driven by positive developments. Thank you for watching India Trade Talk. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends. Let us know your thoughts on today's market in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates on the stock market. Have a nice day.